Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Shree OSFM E-Mobility Limited second quarter and half-yearly result conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touchtone phone. Please note that this event is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Janvi Patil from Aurum Connect. Thank you and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you. I am Janvi Patil from Aurum Connect, Investor Relations of Shree OSFM E-Mobility Limited, to discuss the financial and business performance for half-yearly result ended 30th September. Shree OSFM E-Mobility Limited is one of the leading employee transportation services provider in India, serving top MNCs across IT, aviation, media, and other sectors. Operating in major metro cities, the company offers customized engagement models such as monthly leasing, per kilometer billing, and pre-passenger pricing to meet diverse client requirements. Now, I am pleased to introduce the members of the management team present with us today. Mr. Nitin Shanbhag, Chairman and Whole-Time Director, Mr. Ramnath Patil, Managing Director, Mr. Kiran Malik, Manager Accounts and Finance, Mr. Suraj Bose, VP Business Growth. With that, I now hand over to Mr. Nitin Shanbhag for his opening remarks. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Janvi, for the introduction, and welcome to all the members who have joined on the call to participate in the half-yearly sharing. As a chairman and a co-founder of this company and an executive director, I am pleased to share that we are on a continuous sustainable roadmap. Yes, and we see there are a lot of good businesses coming into the pipeline, but because of the nature of the industry and certain delays, they could not get executed during this quarter. But in the meantime, we have had a great team now. Suraj has joined us. Suraj Jose, who is our business development head for us, has already taken some great initiatives which are robust in nature and have will be contributing significantly to the top line, bottom line in the coming quarters. Having said that, I would like to hand it over to now Suraj to explain the business development potentials that we achieved in the last 6 months, last half year, and the future quarters that we have growth. So Suraj, can you just take over?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I am Suraj, and I take care of the growth here. I had a commitment and discussion when we had finished last year. And in that year, we had updated that we will be doing initiatives of partnerships with Uber, and we also talked about having our partnership with a European company where we are launching the next growth of ours, which is the intercity buses across India. So in the Uber, kind of partnership, we have already initiated somewhere close to 25 to 30 vehicles are live with the partnership, which are doing a significant number of trips with them. And at the same time, we have also launched our intercity bus travel, which is Mumbai to Goa. In there, we have already started. Couple of buses have started their operations with Flix, which is one of the most largest partner in the country with the intercity. We will be looking at scaling significantly in both our Uber business, where we will be adding. We are targeting somewhere close to 100 to 200 more cars in the coming months. And at the same time, we are also looking at adding significant number of buses towards the intercity side as well. These will be two formats where we will see the next set of growth coming in by the end of 2026, 25-26 year. These are the two new initiatives that have gone in. Other than this, we are in the final stages of discussion with a lot of government contracts also. we are closing in on contracts with companies like ONGC. We are looking at a lot of mobility solutions which are coming in for these government companies who are somewhere looking at a significant change in mobility with electric mobility, CNG vehicles, and they want to be carbon neutral. So there is a lot of partnership discussions going on then. So this will be the next set of growth that we are talking about. We have started taking the steps towards knowing these markets and having our presence there. But in the coming, the next 3 to 4 months, there will be significant number of being added to these initiatives. So yeah, over to you, sir.
Yeah. Now I would like to hand over to our finance teams for them to explain our growth and the finance numbers. I would like to hand it over to our CFO, Mr. Shiva, and Kiran.
I hope all of them have seen the set of numbers we have come out in this half-yearly. The turnover has been close to 77 crores compared to last half year of 68 crores, and there's a growth of 11.82%. The EBITDA has year-on-year growth has gone to 18.94. EBITDA margin has increased by 85 basis points. The net profit has increased by 1.83. The net profit margin has gone up by 622 basis points. I would like to, any of you have questions, I will open it to the...
Janvi, I think we can start off with the Q&A sessions now.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from Shikhar Mundra with Vivo Commercial Limited. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. So my first question is, when you had released the results last March 1st, cash and cash equivalents was 44 crore, which can be seen in the annual report also. But this time when we have released the September results and the column for the March 1st date also, where cash and cash equivalents.
Shikhar sir, you're breaking. You're not very clear on the phone here.
Am I audible now?
What we could hear is your question was we were on 44 crores cash reserve last quarter.
That was when the result was reported last on 31st March 2025. But right now when the September results are released, there I can see 30 crores is written as the cash and cash equivalents as on 31st March 2025. So what was actually the cash and cash equivalent as on 31st March 2025 is... Hello?
Yeah. Shikhar, one sec. My team is just running through the numbers to cross-check whether, which means what I understand is, we presented it saying that we have a cash equivalent of 44 crores in March, whereas now in this we are showing that a cash equivalent of 31 crores.
Yeah, exactly. And similarly, the other non-current assets were shown to be zero as on 31st March. But in this September balance sheet, the March ending numbers, the other non-current assets are shown to be that difference of 12 crores. So what was exactly the cash and cash equivalent as on 31st March is my question.
The cash and cash equivalent on 31st March, if we consider that other non-current assets which is then written as 12.35 CR, and then the cash and cash equivalent in the March is 31.83. If we combine that, then you will see 54 CR.
Okay, so what was this other non-current assets exactly?
Other non-current asset is the FD amount which has been in our several banks. That is FD amount which has been fixed till December 2025.
Okay, got it. So that was actually, should have been classified as other non-current, but that wasn't, was written back to the figure.
Yeah, because it is more than 12 months, that's the reason it is reflecting in the non-current assets.
Got it. So right now, what is the cash equivalent, cash and cash equivalent and FD amount as on today? As on September? Yeah.
As on 30th September, this amount has been increased to 50 CR.
Okay, so this is counting both the cash and the cash equivalent as well as the other
cash equivalent. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, got it. Okay, the second question is on trade receivables. So how many of our trade receivables are more than 1 year right now? Because that was that was 2 crores as on 31st March. And how much of that amount has been collected, and how much of our trade receivables are more than 1 year right now?
More than 1 year, you can say only 3 to 5 months. More than 1 year, nothing more than that.
Yeah, sorry, your voice is breaking. I didn't hear you.
The trade receivable amount more than 1 year is negligible. It is around 3 to 5 lakhs.
Okay, so majority of it has been collected, which was more than 1 year.
Yeah. Within 45 days, all the amount has been collected.
Got it. Now, coming to the business, sir, how is the outlook for this H2 looking like? Because H1, I think the growth was tepid. I think it was much less than what we expected, if I'm not wrong. So how is the outlook for H2 looking like?
We are expecting...
This is a question that I and Suraj would take it jointly, Shikhar.
Yeah.
You've been with us for quite some time now, and I understand your monitoring is much more deeper. And
right.
If I remember correctly, you had already analyzed saying that we as a business, we show better growth and higher growth in the second half of the financial year.
Right.
The reason is because all the pipeline that gets set in the first half year or the later part of the last financial year. For example, जो pipeline बनता है ना January से लेके August, we also avoid taking up big because we're in a service industry and which gets greatly affected by the rainy season and things like that, because we are into people transportation. A lot of things get disrupted. So we avoid, though we sign off, we avoid executing or those projects during the summer, the rainy seasons, which usually lasts up to September, October.
Right.
So those will start flowing in the next 2-3 months. Like Suraj said, the new initiatives, though the initiatives got started a couple of months back, they were baby steps. Now, Suraj, can you go ahead and explain in detail?
Yeah. So, like I said, like Nitin Saab also mentioned, right? The initial time has been where we have had these detailed discussion. Now is the time when we reach where we get into the contract signed and all. There are a lot of discussions we have done in. It becomes a little bit difficult to name in at a company level and at this thing. There are government to private level contracts and all. We are in the final stages of closing and start the implementation. Along with it, we are also looking at the newer diversifications like the intercity buses and all, which only needs us to get in more vehicles to be added with a strong top line that's coming. So we are on the right track, and the kind of commitments and all that we have given, we will be doing a much better job than that. So we would want to have that for time, and by the end of this year, you will see the numbers reflecting. That's what we can commit right now.
3 components for growth. One can be the organic business, which is growing, the employee transportation. So what kind of growth numbers are we looking for that? My number one question. Then number 2 is, are there any inorganic acquisitions on the cards, or are we looking out for some inorganic acquisitions? Number 2. Number 3, for the new businesses, that is the Uber and the FlexiBus, how should we look at the numbers? Are we in a position to project some numbers for the H2, or is it too early?
We have set up our target We have set up, see, but then as I said, we are a public limited company. We don't want to overcommit, right? And there are things that are beyond our control. For example, we should have been doing about, if the whole year, entire year, target setting was what was presented to the investors in the last, after March after the last year, we have not been able to, get that same ratio done. They were looking at 35-40% growth.
Right.
Okay. So so I understand some investors would probably look at it the negative way. We have learned from the mistakes. Now we are very, very sure that we will first get all these things in place, and then any which way it will get reflected. It's only a matter of 6 months before the next set of financials come out.
Good.
Okay, and yes, Shikhar, I understand you have been very supportive in terms of our inorganic thing. The good news is that there are already 2 companies identified. They were identified about 6-8 months back. We have signed the NDA. The due diligence process is through. It's only a matter of last-minute negotiations. So we have a great team now in place who's taking that. So that should add up. But you know how in inorganic field, a lot of things can go sideways in the last minute.
Got it.
Yeah, but then, yes, we are already in the process. In the sense like the process has moved and it's only, from a due diligence, it is only about, now closing the deal. That's it.
Got it. Sure. So thank you for answering my questions and all the best.
Thank you, Shikhar sir.
Yes.
The next question comes from the line of Keshav Haralka with BHH Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to ask my questions. Thank you. At the outset, I would want to congratulate Shree OSFM team for a very good set of numbers. Though at the PAT level we have not grown, sir, I think that is because the depreciation has gone up. And the depreciation would have gone up, I am surmising, because we have bought some vehicles in the current 6 months. So can you give us a flavor of what we have bought? Have we bought Ertigas? Have we bought sedans? Have we bought EV car? Have we got buses? How much money have we deployed in buying new vehicles? Why has the depreciation gone up, sir?
I think that finance team can take over now.
This, in the last 6 months, we have procured around 40 vehicles, that is mostly Ertiga.
Okay.
And you can say we have invested around 5 crore in this 6 months.
Okay. And why has the depreciation gone up by 3 crores? Can you throw some light on that?
Sorry?
Why has the depreciation gone up?
Because of that new cars, we have purchased new cars around, as I said, and the cost of those vehicles is 5 crore. If you calculate on 50% of depreciation, then 2 crore will be add on that depreciation amount, no?
The thing is more specific. Keshav sir, you are very specific. We have bought around 40 Ertigas. We bought So this results from 40 Ertigas and from 30-35 sedans also, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So the total liability has been around 5 crore. So at a 40% depreciation.
Depreciation has been increased.
Yeah, 2 crore has increased additional depreciation over last year.
Got it. Now, sir, are you exploring new business initiatives with Adani Airports, New Bombay Airport coming up? Is there any conversation of a new business with Adani Airports, with a New Bombay Airport coming up? Is there a possibility of Shree OSFM getting any business? Can you comment on new PSU business which is likely to come to us? And these are my 2 questions regarding new initiatives. Secondly, we have 57 crores idle cash sitting on balance sheet. So can we consider a buyback of some amount, considering we are generating 12 to 15 crores of cash every year?
Let me first address the government initiative. I think there is some kind of a telepathy. We just had a meeting with Mr. Jeet Adani right now. Okay. And we have had a very positive meeting with him. It happened through meeting up Jeet Adani is not an easy thing. It happened through top-level government sources, thanks to R.C. Patil sir. And it is very positive. But as you know, especially the airport business is directly linked up with how fast Adani completes the airport infrastructure.
Okay.
Now you know that it's been postponed. You know, the actual flying time from what it was from 24 it happened 25, and now it's December 25. Okay. This time I think that business is there in place. It's only a matter of they taking a decision of how much to allot. In fact, in today's meeting, we felt that they are more confident in handing over more business to us than what we had anticipated. So that will get reflected, but you know how it is. I mean, this business is directly linked up with how fast Adani does it.
So there is a high possibility of our getting new business from Adani airports. Can you give us some flavor of what we could get if, as in when Adani New Bombay airport turns up, what is the possibility, what kind of business we can get? Can you give us some numbers, some flavor of what we could get?
You know, Keshav sir, the problem with the numbers is that these numbers are dependent on how fast and how smooth we can get executed. The project is a few thousand crores. But for us, the kind of services that we do, or we will be providing if Adani agrees. What has come is, for example, I'll give you an example. I was thinking of, let's say, he would give us 20% stake in a particular project. But he's so confident, he's saying that I think you can manage the entire thing.
Okay, got it. So there is a possibility of good business coming up, but that is subject to the airport being ready. And as in when the airport is ready, we could get substantial new business from Adani Airports, New Bombay.
Absolutely. The same is a case with some government tenders that like ONGC. ONGC started off with non-EV buses. Okay, now they have moved into the EV discussion, which would shoot up the entire quantity of business by 3.5 times.
Got it. Okay. Got it. So can you give us some comment on deploying idle cash sitting on a balance sheet, or you don't want to comment on it at this point in time, because we could have new business coming up for which we need the cash. So can you give us some idea of where you want to deploy this 57 crores idle cash sitting on balance sheet? And we have generated 6 crores in 6 months. I think we'll generate 10 to 12 crores in the full year. Means the 6 plus 10 around 15 crores. So are we having any plans of, enhancing shareholder value by doing some buyback of some small amount?
Not at the moment, because see, I'll tell you, our experiences with the value of the business with governments would be large. But the basic challenge of government sector is always the payments.
Okay, got it. So we need the cash. So if we need to take a big business, we need to have some buffer with us so that we would be in a position to take it, and we would be in a position to wait for the funds to come to our account. So right now we are sitting on cash because we need a buffer to take on big business.
Exactly. That is one. And secondly, we are firing on all cylinders. We are doing inorganic. We are doing government business. Our B2B is increasing. So we don't want to be in a situation where the entire business comes to us in a span of 30 to 45, 60 days, and then we start running for the working capital. Because these are all heavy working capital intensive businesses.
Got it. So based on not considering government business, not considering ONGC, based on what we are right now, can you give us some sense of what we are looking at for March numbers, how we are looking at? Just for 6 months, can you give us guidance? Being conservative, not considering new business of government, not considering ONGC business, which is a likelihood which could come in. Can you give us some guidance for the next 6 months?
Okay. On a conserve. See, don't hold me back, huh?
Right, sir.
Don't hold me to the numbers. Okay.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
Now, RC Saab has given super conservative numbers of 160 without any of the initiatives not getting activated.
Right,
but
sir.
My gut feel, I mean, having been in this business for 22 years, but yes, the hard lessons that I've learned is overcommitting, because the market thinks that I'm overcommitting. So I'm going by RC Saab's projections of 160 crores. This is minus any inorganic growth, minus quantum leap in the new initiatives that Suraj has brought in, Uber and Flex. Okay, minus all this, 160.
Got it. Thank you so much. And the same margins what you were getting, 14% EBITDA margins.
Yes, absolutely.
Got it. Thank you so much. That's all from my end. This is very encouraging, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and 1. The next question comes from the line of Surbi with One View. Please go ahead.
I want to ask the case of first overseas merchant banker. It has impacted our share price drastically. So why does that happen?
Sorry, I didn't get you, Janvi. Can you be a little slow?
I'll just repeat. The case of the first overseas merchant banker. So in this case, has impacted our share price drastically. So why did that happen?
See, I think all of us are aware there were some unsubstantiated allegations about misutilization of IPO proceeds by many companies, and our company was referred in the media. And to quote, we have not received any adverse notification or from NSC, and we have been complying with all that whatever we had reported in the DHRP. Usage of funds, and there is not a single rupee of deviation in the funds utilization.
Yeah, so just wanted to understand.
So temporarily, because of the news, as any share gets impacted, it has impacted, but we don't see any negative side to our growth. We are working on the growth aspect as
Hello.
See, because of the clearance, FOCL, the world knows, right? That
and we have uploaded the utilization of funds on the NSC site also, on our Shree OSFM site also. No. Investors or anybody wants to go through it. It's a detailed explanation.
Surbi ma'am, does that answer your question? Hello, Surbi ma'am.
And if you have any other clarifications, you can write to our on the email ID. We can provide you.
We will move on to the next question. It's from the line of Anurag Gupta with Profound Counseling. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Sir, one just question was that since we have such a strong cash flows from our business and we are managing the payments really well, the receivables and all, and balance sheet also is quite good, I would recommend that at least management should give a thought to starting dividend payment to the investors, approximately, not very big, huge amounts, but at least a small, 2 crore annual payout also, around 15% of the profit. it will always add the hygiene factor to the company. Just a suggestion.
No, I agree. I take it on behalf of everybody. Of course, we all need to make money, and dividend is a good thing. But right now, over the last 1.5 years since the time we have come up, we want to achieve a stability where we are sure that every year we will be able to give dividends. I think in the next half year, by the from now till the end of this financial, I think we'll have a fairly large stability, because I'm sure you are a part of this entire discussion. We have started multiple initiatives.
True.
Right. Our parent initiative, we have a clear roadmap about the business that we did for 22 years. We know how it is going to pan out.
Right.
But the new initiatives are something, it's still in a learning curve for us.
So, sir, management can take a call whenever they feel the right time. My suggestion is that it just adds credibility to the entire company, the management, everything. And dividend doesn't need to be huge amounts. It can be very 1.5 crore also. It's okay. That's not a big issue.
I'm fully with you on this. I would be the first one to come up and say, and feel very happy to share this. I believe in sharing of wealth here, but please try and understand our challenge is to create a stability. Just imagine you as a shareholder, if I give it to you for 2 consecutive years and third and fourth year I'm unable to give it for whatever reason, how would you look at the company?
The management is the best judge for it. I am just a suggestion, that's all. It's okay. I'm fine.
Sure.
I'm fine whenever you decide.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all from my side, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question comes from the line of Shikhar Mundra with Vivo Commercial Limited. Please go ahead.
Just a follow-up question. So, anybody has the chance to ask questions instead of one. Hello. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, Shikhar, please.
Yeah, just a follow-up question. So, for the new business initiatives of Uber, how many cars have we added onto the platform till now? And how many of these are our own cars?
Yeah, all of them are owned cars now.
Okay.
We have committed to them that we'll be having a 1,000-car operation in Mumbai.
1,000 car, okay.
Yeah, and we were experimenting with the Uber's permission of a particular model of a car.
Okay.
And because they were planning to launch a new category, and we would have been the leaders in that category. But that has taken, because in between there was this strike and aligning their payments with the Kalipiri taxi and all that. So that project is a little delayed.
Okay.
So that's why we are bored as of now. We are operating with what we have.
Okay.
So the plan is to have about 1,000 vehicles running on that platform.
So what is the number right now?
Right now, we have procured 50 on operating 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these 1,000 will eventually, these will not be our cars, right? Only as a trial basis we are using our own cars.
Exactly. Yes. We have asset-light company will continue to be asset-light.
Okay. So let's say when we reach 1,000 cars, so how many of it will be our own cars and how many will be asset-light?
I would prefer to not have a single own car.
Okay. Got it. So right now, how much revenues we did from the Uber business for these 30 cars in this H1?
Yeah, averaging about 75 to 80,000 rupees per car per month.
Okay. Got it. And similarly, can you please share numbers for the bus business? How many buses are we operating right now, and what was the revenues we did for H1 for the bus business?
I think Suraj, you can take over, Suraj.
Sir, Suraj sir has been disconnected.
Acha, okay, fine. The average. Yeah. So as of now, we have rolled out some buses. Shikhar.
Yeah.
We have rolled out 2 buses on one route, that is Mumbai-Goa. Average revenue collection that we see is about 8.5 lakhs per month, per bus.
8.5 lakhs per month per bus. And what are the margins we'll make on this?
Yeah, about 8 to 10%.
8 to 10%. Slightly lower than our business, the normal EBITDA margins we make.
Yeah, that's because we are becoming a little competitive there.
Okay.
We want to grab a higher share of that market.
Okay.
By providing better quality.
To add on to it, it helps us to go into different verticals and de-risk our corporate business also going ahead.
Okay.
This initiative for the first 1 year, both these initiatives will be top-line initiatives.
Got it.
Yeah.
But we'll be profitable from day one only. Like, although margins will be low, but there won't be any cash burning in any of the businesses. Yeah.
We don't do any business which has got capital intensive or any negative return.
Got it. And these 2 buses are also owned by us only, I believe.
Yes. One is owned by us, one is outsourced.
Okay, and eventually,
any businesses that we get, our underlying principle remains asset, right?
Right.
Whether it is a 6 lakh car or a 80 lakh bus. Yes, but the initial investment, like initial asset purchase, is from a confidence building activity.
Got it. So in the past 6 months, how many cars have we purchased? And how many were used for the employee transportation business? And you said 30 were used for the Uber business, and 1 bus which we purchased is used for the bus business. And apart from that, how many cars we have purchased for the employee transportation business?
The entire Ertiga fleet of, I think, 50 vehicles, 50 plus vehicles is for employee transportation.
No, I mean, some out of that, the 30 were listed on the Uber platform, right? So only 20 is for the other, our basic business.
The rest 20 are for B2B.
Exactly. So that's what. Okay. So 20 were added for B2B and 30 were added for Uber. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. And in the next 6 months, what kind of capex are we looking for, and how much it will be for the Uber business, how much it will be for the B2B business, and how much it will be for the bus business?
By the end of this month, we should be either, because as I said, by the end of this month, it should be through. See, Shikhar, a lot of things were there absolutely. Yeah?
Right.
Inorganic, government businesses, plus B2B initiatives.
Right.
So that's why we are taking baby steps.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Because it is easy to go asset heavy. But
right.
it becomes very unusual. Once you buy the asset, then you started with it for the next 4 years.
Right, of course.
So इसीलिए थोड़ा slow जा रहा है.
Got it. All right, sir. Thank you, and all the best.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. The next question comes from Vinayak Kudwa with Virtuous Capital Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah, this Vinayak Kudwa here. Good afternoon to all of you, as well as to Shanbhag sir.
Good afternoon, Vinayak sir.
Yeah, so Shanbhag sir, I have out-of-the-box suggestion. See, we are SME company. We fall under SME listed entities. And in last 1 year, SME companies in SME platform don't carry a great reputation. And over and above, if some media company which is flashing, naming Shree OSFM as one of the entity done gross violation, it brings down the reputation of the company. And a fragile nature of SME, it takes much bigger hit. a common investor need not believe the company. The common investor ends up believing the media, who has no risk or responsibility towards their article. So what I suggest is we should take the lead to take it up with NSE as well as SEBI. I know very well they have not consulted SEBI, they have not spoken to NSE, they are not a responsible one. They have simply mentioned in one line because we reached to the regulators and they have not answered. I suggest on behalf of OSFM, you should reach out to SEBI. You should reach out to NSE and say, look, we are SME, we are fragile, we are clean, we are good, but you should come open and do any sort of forensic audit, any sort of things which you would want to do, but we are ready to pay for it, but once and for all, but do this and certify us. Because in next week, someone else will mention it. See, First Overseas has been banned. First Overseas as a merchant banker has grossly done wrong. There is no denying in it. We took their service as a merchant banker. That is fact. So millions of shareholders, they need not believe us. But then it is our legal duty, not moral duty. It is our legal duty to reach out to regulator and start a discussion. Sir, there has to be some solution to this. This is what I would suggest. We reach out to SEBI and say, look, tomorrow someone else will mention it. Day after tomorrow, someone else will mention it. And why would a million shareholder in this country, Kashmir to Kanyakumari, should believe OSFM statement? Why should we not pay the fees, let you do your forensic audit by a third-party auditor, and let it come clean? For once and for all, we show the whole world, look, boss, we are clean. Is something like that voluntarily we should take this step with regulator?
I am on the same page, Vinayak sir, because for no fault of ours, our reputation gets tarnished, and of course the investor sentiment also gets shaken. You are perfectly right. We will take an internal call. Okay, we will consult with our peers, we will consult with the legal team. But as you rightly said, this is one part of shielding that we need to do for no fault of ours. I agree. I am fully.
At least, see, there is nothing to consult anyone. One thing is very clear. Look, sir, media, someone, it is the fact. Why should we not write a communication to regulator, mark that to shareholder? Let us write a letter to SEBI, marking CC to NSE as well as to all our shareholders. This is what we have asked to SEBI, ki please come and do a forensic audit. But yes, please certify it, whether I am crook, whether I am genuine, or whether there is anything wrong. Because see, another thing, you have to brief the shareholder in such a way, look, pre-IPO, see what they have mentioned, business, Hindu business line they have mentioned, they have clearly said, we are criminal. We have siphoned money. That is what, without any risk and responsibility they have mentioned. I would want to make a point in this particular forum. This company was sitting with substantial amount of cash before IPO was done. Pre-IPO, this is the kind of cash company had. Post-IPO, this is the cash company had. IPO-related expenses, I'm very sure our IPO-related expenses was one of the lowest probably anywhere in the world. We should broadly mention this is what the cost of IPO. And in that cost of IPO, we should clearly mention this is we paid to NSDL, CDSL, this is what we paid to Big Share, this is what we paid to First Overseas. If at all anything else we would have paid, we should mention that. So that we should do lots of work out of the box to build our credential with this investor who are very fragile. हम investor बहुत डरपोक है, ठीक है, and lot many wrong things are happening. So हम क्या करते हैं? My humble suggestion is you go out of the box. It is an 83 crore net worth company. 57 crore cash in form of bank FD or mutual fund or small portion in investment is available. It is 57 crore cash. How do I tell the whole world, look boss, this is what is cash? Would you want to come and check my FD receipt? Or should I go and publish my FD receipt in Economics Times? Sir, I, being a shareholder, am deeply hurt the way things are going, not to blame you. I appreciate you because, see, this is an only forum I get to speak to you, or else there is nothing. Last 12 months, systematically our receivable has come down. like 19 crore receivable has come down to 15 crores. 15 crores receivable has come down to 13 odd crores in September, wherein our turnover is going up by 20% year on year, and our receivable is coming down 15 to 20% year on year. That is amazing. The free cash generation, what this company is doing, amazing. Highly conservative way this company is doing business, that is amazing. But every now and then, if someone comes and says, "Ki boss, this company is a crook," and they print it in media in a big way, how do we handle it?
Agree. I think.
So let us take this strongly to SEBI out of the box. Let you take a trouble to meet SEBI chairman. Let you take a trouble to meet NSE chairman. You being an NSE listed company, SME, being a pretty good company, they will come forward to protect your credentials. There should be and there would be some mechanism.
Sure. Definitely.
I'm sorry if at all I was what to do.
Thanks for giving us this suggestion, because that is exactly, after doing all the hard work, after doing everything right, if somebody, as you rightly pointed out, some non-entity, some one-liner, two-liner can destroy we are still in the SME, some Hindenburg report crashed the company like Adani. Where are we? As you rightly said, but of course, Adani had this huge thing of, to the extent that I understand now that whatever that company was, that has shut down. But
last but not least, as you rightly, we should take one step forward. We should give a disclosure to shareholders. Look, voluntarily we have written a communication to NSE and SEBI. Please, for once and for all, do a stringent third-party audit and give us a clean sheet, so that once and for all, this headache is over for this company.
Absolutely. Don't worry. Thank you.
Please, thanks a lot. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Siddharth with Darsh Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, sir and team. And I just have a couple of questions. First of all, sir, the growth in your baseline business, what we were expecting was close to 20%, and then another 10 to 15 crores coming in from the Uber and the FlexBus business. So, can you please throw some light as to why the growth itself in the baseline business is tepid since the past two halves now? Like last half also, we were growing at about 12% top line, and this half as well, on a YOY basis, we've grown only 11%. So, are you facing any challenges with onboarding new clients or getting more business from the existing clients, or why is that growth been tepid over the last two halves?
No, it's the other way around, Siddharth. In fact, we have added 4 more clients. But as I said, our growth comes. There are some contracts. Some additions, not exactly contracts, large additions, large transitions have got delayed. Hello?
I can hear you loud and clear. Continue, please.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Siddharth?
Yeah, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah, we have, in fact, in the last thing, we have added about 5 clients.
Okay.
And
what is the quantum of business that you expect from these clients, sir?
Oh, they should be contributing at least about that will be 30 to 40 lakhs per client. That is, cumulatively, it will be a crore and a half per month contribution, which translates into about
10 to 15 crores on a year.
18 to 20 CR.
Okay. And, sir, another question on the depreciation side. Hello?
Sorry?
Sir, I have another question. I understood why the difference between the 10-15 crores. So basically 5 crores would have come in the first half and then another 10 crores in the second half. Hence the slight muted growth in top line.
I think they started us somewhere in August. In fact, as I told you, being in a service industry, monsoons are where the client is also reluctant, and we are also reluctant to start any new services because of disruptions caused out of our control.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to Ms. Janvi Patil for any closing remarks.
Thank you everyone for joining the call today. On behalf of Shree OSFM E-Mobility Limited, we appreciate your time and participation. For any further queries, please reach out to us at letsconnect@orim.in. Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for organizing. Thank you for all participants. We look forward to meet you very soon. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. On behalf of Orim Connect, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to Concall India for latest upcoming Concall.